friends. Well, you find me here at Monument Road, and behind me you can see the monument of Monument Road. Now this monument is given to Thomas Tyldesley, Sir Thomas Tyldesley, who died right here, right where I'm standing, a long time ago now. In fact, it was on the 25th of August 1651. There was a big battle here, the Battle of Wigan Lane, and this is where I am, on Wigan Lane. Yeah, it's quite a thing. Not many people know about it round here, strangely enough, but right here where I'm standing, thousands of people. Well, let's see, there were the Roundheads, the Cavaliers, the Royalists, the Parliamentarians, and Charles II's Royalists, led by the Earl of Derby. Well, they came right up here from behind where I'm standing. You can see just down the road there. That's where they came, to be met right here on this side of the road by Cromwell's parliamentary forces, led by Colonel Robert Lilburne. Now, he had superior numbers. In fact, he had 2,000 cavalrymen and approximately 1,000 infantry. Now, the Earl of Derby, the Royalists, had around 1,000 infantry, but they lacked on cavalry. They had only around 600. And when a choke point was placed here by Lilburne's forces, well, the Earl of Derby wandered straight into a trap. He wandered up this hill into this choke point, and 3 battles ensued right here. 3 times he charged the line. He led from the front. Yes, and he managed to escape. Actually, he didn't die, but for this fella, yeah, for Thomas Tyldesley, didn't end too well. He died right here on the spot. He was given the job of leading the rear guard. The rear guard seemed to be the most dangerous place, and he didn't make it. When they came up this hill, they were faced with muskets. Bang, bang! You can hear it. You can hear it now. It's the sound of the cars. Muskets everywhere. So I had to imagine now in a time like this. All these lanes, of course, were very narrow little lanes, hedges, and this served well for the Earl of Derby. That's why he wanted the battle here. Lilburne knew this, and he took the risk. He took the risk. He chose to stand here with his cavalry. In fact, his cavalrymen. Let's have a look at it on the road here. His cavalrymen lined both sides of this road. Yeah. A big force. They lined both sides of this road, and they had the infantry mixed in with them, of course, on both sides of this road, which was, like I said, it was much narrower at the time. And it's interesting to think that this happened right here, just around the corner from, you know, where I live, in my hometown. You don't have to travel for history, do you? It's right here on your doorstep, you know. But Derby did escape, like I said earlier. He escaped and he made it back to Worcester, where he met up with Charles II. And he made it back with only 30 horsemen, you know, and it was a big blow to the king. In fact, it came at a crucial time. In fact, only 9 days later, he lost another battle, a much larger battle, with 15,000 men at the Battle of Worcester. And that was the end of the English Civil War, pretty much. And thus began 9 years of Republican rule, and the rest is history, as we say. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little slice of local history. Let's have a go. I'm just going to take you around the front and see if we can read what's on the plaque, alright? Hope the noise of the traffic isn't too much. Can't really see it, but up there it says, "A high act of gratitude which conveys the memory of Sir Thomas Tyldesley to posterity, who served King Charles I as Lieutenant Colonel at Edge Hill Battle after raising regiments of horse, foot and dragoons, and for the desperate storming of Burton-upon-Trent over a bridge of 36 arches, received the honour of knighthood. He afterwards served in all the wars in great command, was governor of Lichfield, and followed the fortune of the crown through the 3 kingdoms, and never compounded with the rebels, though strongly invested, and on the 25th of August 1651 was here slain, commanding as Major General under the Earl of Derby, to whom the grateful erector Alexander Rigby Esquire was cornet, and when he was High Sheriff of this county, AD 1679, placed this high obligation on the whole family of the Tyldsleys to follow the noble example of their loyal ancestor." And there you have it. So that's goodbye from me. See you next time. Bye bye.